Okay, for the first part of this project, you're going to need a box of some sort, some glue, some metal shears, and some steel sheet metal. Do not use aluminum. You're going to take your box. It can be plastic, wood, whatever. I just found this at the hardware store for like $3.50, and you need to find the diameter of the inside. So I took a sheet of paper and I just traced the inside, and there we go. I had a template. I just taped it on to make sure it wouldn't slide anywhere when I was tracing the outline. Now you're going to take your metal shears and you're going to cut out the pattern. Now be incredibly careful when you're using sheet metal. It is dangerous stuff. You can cut yourself very easily, and you should be wearing gloves. I'm not, but you should be wearing gloves. It's very hard to work with, so I actually just cut the sheet metal in half and then cut off the remaining parts of the sheet metal. I'm going to go ahead and grab a pair of pliers and just pull off all the little metal burrs that were created when you were doing all the cutting. And then go ahead and test it in your case. Now this case was only $3.50 at the hardware store, so it was definitely a good deal. But the only problem was the type of plastic doesn't adhere to super glue very well, or most adhesives actually. So even though I let it sit after an hour, it didn't stick. It didn't form a bond between the glue and the metal. So I went ahead and I bought some Velcro pads, which are about $3, and they formed a perfect bond with the metal and the plastic. Now you see the bandage on my hand? That's what happens when you don't wear gloves when you work with sheet metal. Alright? So wear gloves, guys. There you go, and it fits perfectly. For this next part, you're going to need some magnets. I used some 1/8 by 1/16 magnets, some green stuff, and some super glue, and a little bit of water. Now, if you've never used green stuff before, you pretty much take a little bit of the green, a little bit of the blue, almost equal proportions. Just rip it right off, and you knead it into a ball. Use a little water on your finger so it doesn't stick. And once it's a nice, consistent green color, you're ready to use it. Pinch off a little bit, about half the size of a pea or something like that. You put a little bit of super glue on the base. This just helps the green stuff adhere a bit better to it. And then put a little bit of super glue on the magnet. Slide it off. And make sure you push it against a flat surface so the magnet lies flush with the bottom. That's the most important part. You don't want it to be too recessed, or it won't, the magnet just won't touch the piece of metal that you're putting it to. Here's a little test I did on a little scrap. There you go. Perfect. And here's me doing a couple more. Here's all my finished fire warriors with all their magnets. I let them dry for about 24 hours. I put a little extra on the battle suits just to make sure it adhered better. All my fire warriors, and they're quite stable. It's a hard shake I'm actually giving them right there, and they didn't move one bit. I was actually surprised myself. I was upside down. I fit 24 fire warriors and 4 stealth suits in one case. There you go. They really make a great holder. They don't move. You don't have to worry about foam and spacing. I feel like it takes up less space than the regular carriers. I am very happy with them. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thanks for watching.